Someone.
Port, yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Phil.
Boat L'Orange.
Coming from
Gentlemen.
me, yeah, no shit. Hey, just because
Who are we
I
missing?
worked with the Navy for so long, at least I know
I
port.
see
I know
Australia
port
2
and
making their
starboard
way
better
here.
than I know right and
Do I have
left.
anybody
trust
from
me.
Australia 1? Have I got sailors from Australia 1?
I need to get some batteries when we stop, by the way, too, later on.
You want to what?
I need to get a new set of batteries for my GPS.
We've got some important things to talk.
Bag of batteries, but I'm not sure. I'd have to check it. I don't know how many AA I've got. I'm pretty low on those. I'll look and see though before we leave today.
Hey, you're live. You're live right now.
Meerkat.
You said some of the reverb is on?
Yeah, Robert, can we take the reverb down?
I did. I was in the mic on.
Okay, I got it. Thank you, Carrie. All right, folks. Amazing, heroic sailing yesterday. Another very, very long day. I continue to be absolutely amazed at your mental endurance, the boat preparation that has gotten you here, and the ground crews that were anxiously awaiting your arrival. I want to give you a quick update on Ruin the Hat. They elected not to push off the beach last night. They pushed off the beach first thing this morning. They have already overshot the beach that their manager selected to collect them. So they're continuing to sail north until they find a good beach. They're going to take a DNS this morning. They will join us at the blockade runner. That's the spirit. So let's dispense with the niceties first. Can I have Max? For another first place finish. And it's his birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maxwell. Happy birthday to you. He finally listened to me, and I watched him drag a leg into the finish to control the boat. All right, so forecast today. Northerlies, north to northeast, 10 to 20. I think you're going to see way more 20 than 10. We're going to have Greg talk to you a little bit about Cape Fear and Frying Pan Shoals. Beverly is going to talk to you about a couple of things. But right now we're going to have Neil talk to you about starts and finishes. The only rule thing that I want to talk to you about, and it's an oversight on my part, you've noticed that I've changed some F-18 rules. I have another one that I'm going to change. The international F-18 rules are kind of written for buoy racing, where you can adjust your rig every 35 to 45 to 50 minutes in between races. Gentlemen, I want you to be able to tune your rig over a 16-hour leg to adjust to conditions. We are going to allow you to adjust diamond wires during the leg. I just don't feel like it's safe to not do that. When we push off in 5 and it builds to 25, you got to be able to detune the boat at some point. It's just not buoy racing. If anybody has a very strong objection to that, please come talk to me after. But I really hope I don't see any protest forums about that because of my oversight, because that's a rule that needs to be changed for this event. I recognize that there are raids that they don't do that, but I think for this event, it's just important to allow you to detune the rig as conditions really build or really, really drop.
Thanks, John.
All right, great. There's no knives flying at me, so that's good. All right, we're going to talk to Neil about starts and finishes and a very important safety point. Neil.
All right, so as you can see, we've got good wind. We'll be doing a port tack today, obviously. You guys are doing great. Bear in mind the numbers. Let's keep the spacing. We're doing really, really good. You guys are leaving. Everybody's staying away from each other. I appreciate that. I will mention on the finishes, and it is in the rules, for the starts, you are allowed 1 pusher over the line. On the finishes, you are allowed 2 catchers over the line. Yes.
You said port tack start.
Port tack. No?
I would agree with that.
Yeah. You want to start on starboard? You go first.
Chris is tired. Go ahead, Neil.
So, okay, so one thing I want to caution you guys about on the finishes. You are allowed 2 catchers over my line, but please, 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 and we saw this last night, when these boats come in and you've got surf, they're going to be pushed sideways, every which way. Please be cautious in the way you approach that boat, because it will come at you. And we do not want anybody getting run down or hurt. We almost had a situation like that last night. So please, please, please be very careful when you do approach to help a boat in. Any questions, anybody? Thank you.
Thanks, Neil. We had a few folks. This
Can we cross
Ramdas.
the traffic separation area ahead? Can we cross or we have to go around?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Traffic separation area coming up. Should we can cross or we have to go around? Cape Fear River.
Cape.
So yes, we can, 90 degrees.
You can cross that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had several boats. I know you guys were super tired, and I've made the same exact mistake. Tack a little bit too early. Once those rudders and boards come up, you're going to start sliding. Try to overshoot that flag. I think Ramdas did a good job of helping his team see a light north of the mark. But the finish line is in the same place, regardless of where Ramdas was standing with a light. So skippers, I know you're exhausted. I feel it. It's oozing out of you. It's palpable that you are very tired. But try to get to a point where you're coming in on a safe tack to the north of the south flag. We saw a couple of people have to catch boats on the south side of the flag, and that's when we fear and we see crews standing on the beach side of the boat, and when a wave hits it, it's pushing people over hard. And we have seen broken feet, broken ankles. Don't let yourself get caught on the side of the boat trying to get to the finish line. I'm sorry to hammer that, Neil. I know you covered it, but it just bears repeating. So ground crews, be super, super careful about that. All right, let's talk a little bit about skippers before we let you go. I want Greg to address. Hi, Greg. Hi. I want Greg to address Cape Fear. He's got a lot of local knowledge.
Okay.
Please listen to what he has to say.
All right, everyone. Welcome
Eat
to
that
your
microphone.
first North Carolina Cape testing. Cape Fear, that way. So if you choose, you can do the round the beach route, or you can go straight at Cape Fear. This is where you'll start to see piss-ups. Experienced sailors, you know what that is. First timers, this is where the waves converge and go vertically. And if strong enough, they can knock your boat over. So be be careful of them, be mindful. You've got a low tide, depending on when you get to Cape Fear, or a low and rising tide, so you're likely to see those today. Around in Cape Fear, you've got a nice inside track, if the wind permits, that takes you right up the coast. Otherwise, east of the shoreline, you've got shallows out there, and at low tide, you're going to see them. Just watch your rudders, watch your boards, because it can get shallow quickly east of the Cape. That's Frying Pan Shoals, and it is a shoal. Any questions about Cape Fear? This is the easy one, so good luck.
Thanks. Thank you very much, Greg. All right, any other questions from sailors before we let you go get your head in the game?
Anyone need their starting position?
Everybody knows their starting position? Probably it was a blur last night, but we do have it written if you need it. All right, sailors, you're released. Thank you, gentlemen. Managers, pull in, let's talk.
Yes.
I might hang on to the mic just so that make sure we can hear over the wind. All right, so today we go to Wrightsville. We're going to the Blockade Runner. Please don't forget, we're taking trailers and dropping them at a church parking lot just north of Blockade
Where
Runner.
is he?
Try to get your trailer, Greg.
Please
let's
pull
talk
him
about
over.
Parking, please.
Right. So the church is St. Teresa's Catholic Church. Is a block north of the Blockade Runner. The parking lot is
Robert.
luminous.
Hi, Robert. I'm Beverly, the communications director. I'm going to say a few words, yes, and then I'm going to have you say a few words if you don't mind.
On the intercoastal side of that parking lot, so farthest away from the church, in those back rows. Let's see, I think the driveway in the parking lot runs east-west. We want to be on that western side, along the back, as far as we can back, okay? And take as few spaces as you can. The other thing, tomorrow morning, after our start, we need to be out of that parking lot as soon as possible. They're doing us a real favor. They have Tuesday services starting at about 11:30, and they want that parking lot, fill that parking lot up, they said, but they're graciously allowing us to have that parking lot. So please get out of there absolutely as soon as you possibly can after the start. They really appreciate that. They're doing us a big favor. The hotel is not, they're really helping us out. Any questions on that? I think, let's see, have we sent them the picture? So if that makes sense.
I sent it to the managers. If you did not get it, come see me after. We're still trying to figure out a couple of international reception issues.
Everybody good on where to go? Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Greg. Thanks for working on that so hard. Bev.
Yes.
You have somebody you want to introduce?
Yes. Good morning, everybody. First and foremost, did everybody enjoy the social event at the Pizza Parlor last night? Joe Muto is the owner, and again, not to beat a dead horse, but he and his family came in and opened specially just for us, and it was absolutely wonderful, and they are looking forward to hosting us again should we come back. He is going to be here this morning, so hopefully when he's here, we'll make him an honorary member of the race committee. And for tonight, we do have, do you all remember Bob Taylor, Robert Taylor from Taylor's Do-It Centers? He was Ron Anthony's ground crew for many years. He's been a friend to the race for a long time. He is the one who is paying for our very own food truck this afternoon, which will be positioned right outside the hotel. And he just told me this morning, this is new from the website, he got us a keg. Yeah! So again, guys, if this is going to be a late night, please go ahead and order for your teams. Hopefully it's not going to be a late night. I hope I didn't just put the whammy on it. But make sure that you get your team something to eat. With that said, I have another very special guest, Mr. Robert Krause. He is the mayor of Surfside Beach. Give it up for Robert.
Yeah, the mayor!
Thank you very much. And I just want to welcome all of you on behalf of Surfside Beach. This is a great event for the town. You know, we're the family beach. This is a community type event, and I really appreciate you guys stopping here. So you're welcome anytime. I hope you keep doing it for many years to come. And I want to give a shout out to our local businesses. The Holiday Inn here and Surfside Beach Pizza have been stepping up, and I want to acknowledge that as well. So I wish you the very best today. Hopefully it's not as tough a day as yesterday, but you guys know what you're up against. So stick with it, and hope to see you all again in a couple of years.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
I'm just going to get this mic from you.
Thank you, Mr.
yes.
Mayor. And thank you so much for coming out and joining us today. We love your beach. We love your town. We're looking forward to coming back. Somebody reminded me to say something. What was it?
About Max's birthday? We already did that.
We did Max's birthday. Yeah, they wanted to interview a team at 5:30 this morning. We waved them off. We knew you guys needed your sleep. So, okay.
Pennies remain the same, top three?
Yeah, the top 3 jerseys stay on those boys. Overall standings, Bev got them posted at 328 last night, this morning. Thank you, Bev. Any other questions from you guys? I'm going to hand it over to Brandon.
Hey, good morning, everybody. So, speaking of interviews, so the blockade runner is picturesque, right? So depending on how everybody finishes today, it is a lovely location for us to do these interviews to make them look the best. All depending on the wind, I mean, I understand, but if we can interview ground crews or, you know, just anybody else that has a story or anybody, like friend that comes up there, because a lot of people come to the blockade runner to have a lot of history with the race. Say, yeah. So all the teams that have not been interviewed already. So make sure that we can get you, depending on what time you guys come in. So other than that, great day. Thank you for everything that you do. Oh, also, Lance wants any photos and videos that like the sailors get out there. We want them. Like, I don't care how good they are, how bad they are, choppy or whatever. We want them because we want to put them together for this documentary. And also, we're getting it so that we're streaming this stuff live so people can see. So at home. We'll set it up. We can do a smug mug, and also you can airdrop it if you have iPhones. So we'll figure out all that. But just meet with me, and we'll. Yeah. Oh, you've been sending. Well, I'll get with Bev, and I'll get all that stuff. So, but thank you, and John, wrap it up.
All right, folks, take good care of your teams today. Let's get some water and food on the boat, and hopefully we get them up there quick enough so they can get a nap this afternoon.
Yeah. Okay. Everything. Yeah.
Let's go north.